Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Seminoles will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Power football with the run. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Moore will throw. That's reeled in. It's buried. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the Doak. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I...
Hits the afterburners. Touchdown LSU. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not sure how confident this offense is early in the game because they've already given up a sack.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. FSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He lets it fly. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air, it's Nelson. Spits it out to the back. Caught near the sticks, it's Davis. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Military stop.
Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Wilson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. When we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gibson. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Forced out of the pocket. Finding open areas. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He got it! They will score! Touchdown, Florida State!
And he's off to a good start this year. That's already his third receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Might as well give it to him again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Looking downfield, it's Nelson. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Got his man to the left. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. The Knowles are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Rush is on him. Makes the grab. There he goes. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Pulls it in. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off the play fake on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, and I can throw them the football, and they can make a play over top of somebody.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
He'll bring it out. It's Parker. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a gap. It's Berry. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get...
Breaks into the open. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And they pound the rock. Their run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And he makes the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Might be changing the route. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the second quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And the Seminoles come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Rides the back and leaves it. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it.
4th and 1, I think everybody in the stadium knew what was coming. It was going to be QB sneak, trying to get some push. Quarterback, see if you can find a crease, pick up the first, keep the drive alive.
And the Noles with the 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Running back searching for a hole. At the 40, there he goes.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
They've been running it, but down the pass. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. They're trailing by 11 to Michigan. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got a man. It's Davis. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. In the third quarter, this looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
More to the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Start this drive at their own 48. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Punts it out of the air. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Ward or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now, we got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the ball.
Turning it on. Running to Green. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Guys, LSU has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Moore will throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position, and here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. He fires one deep down the right side. Hauls it in down the sideline. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Sperry. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. And the Seminoles want to move quickly.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fires complete on the crosser. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. You might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He's looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, no! Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
That's a good lesson for a lot of young quarterbacks watching this game right now is, hey, things aren't always going to be perfect. You're scrambling. You're trying to find a guy downfield. But if nothing's there, throw the ball out of bounds, take the incompletion. At least you're not losing any yards like he just did, running out of bounds, now putting his offense in a hole.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Doak. Here comes the heat. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires one high and deep. They made the throw and catch, but they couldn't keep it inbound, so they'll turn it over on fourth down.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
That's caught. It's Pringle. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Here's the pressure. Got the back over the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that.
Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Getting set for the point after. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. They're trailing by 12 to Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The short hands, it's Thompson. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Under fire. Caught close to the marker, it's Green. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down and lead the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The Tigers will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Moore to the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
42, Florida State, 28.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. Soft spot in the middle. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Knowles are in the hurry-up. To the air. It's Sperry. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Late touchdown here. Probably too little, too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back down.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
So maybe just to make the final score look a little better, they'll go for 2 here. Lipstick on a pig, anybody? He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown pass. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. And as he throws. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win.